that game back.
Bayo, it might just be Mike's Bayo, but most Bayos I've fought are pretty, every single time I've fought them, it's always last hit. Like every single stock. They just survive for so long, and if you want a confirmed kill on them, you're going to have to commit somehow.
Yeah.
Not a heavy commit, but enough. We are seeing this apT versus Archy here. These two are, don't think they've fought today yet. I don't think they've fought in a while. But I will say, I bet Pika is probably one of the characters that does very well. Is that not the case?
Yes-ish. I think that Pikachu used to be one of those like demon characters for Diddy, but I don't think it's as bad as we thought.
Yeah.
It's either even or Pikachu slightly. I would say.
I feel like most of the time, I think Diddy's top 5 because any matchup he's got, you can. He's got an answer for it somehow. It kind of feels like Game & Watch, where like, yeah, he loses to Swordies, but he can still do it. A lot of his stuff against Swordies.
Yeah.
It just takes enough time, as seen by Tweet beating. He beat T, the Pac-Man, quite a while ago. He also beats Duck Hunts whenever he plays him. I don't think I've ever seen him lose to a Duck Hunt.
Interesting.
At least in tournament.
I mean, are there Duck Hunts that are kind of around the same level of play as Tweet?
No.
Yeah.
And that's a big factor, 100%.
Yeah.
Tweak himself is just very good at adapting. Well, he said he isn't, but that's a lot.
Humble.
Humble Diddy Kong player.
Yep.
Only taking 70% off of his 0 to death.
Yep.
All right, up smash. Gonna actually
There
do
it
it.
is.
I thought Town would
Yeah,
save him there.
on Town. It's probably the rage, the 103% rage.
Yeah, quite a lot. I think getting banana mid combo sort of hurts Pika more than it helps.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Not every character has that apply, but the fact that a lot of Diddy's
Have a good night.
a lot of Pika's rising aerials combo, he doesn't want to land with banana. He wants to land with his own thing. Good wait. Oh my goodness.
But no rage, meaning that up smash is not going to KO.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I think if Archy's still at 100%, rage is an interesting mechanic in this game. I'd say it's less controversial than it should be these days.
Really?
I think so, because if that stock was still even, I think that up smash kills in the same way that the rage for Pikachu's, was it Pikachu up smash? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that killed. And so the fact that you're down now in the game, that you can't kill the other player as easily, I think it should be more controversial than it is.
It feels like it was designed to reward the loser because the loser's higher in percent. But
Right.
I think you're right. If it's an even game, first person to take the stock, it really heavily favors the winner in that situation.
Yes.
Which I don't think is the worst thing, but
Yeah.
it's like it does feel like they could have thought it through.
It's less of a balance mechanic to me and more of a thing to keep in mind.
Yeah.
Like you can use it to your advantage and sometimes, and you can, but sometimes it is that like if you both go to 150, the first person to take the stock is going to be in a better spot.
Yeah.
For not just because they're up in stocks, but now they still have rage and you don't. So maybe if they can stay alive, they can take the next stock easier.
Though it is character dependent. Some characters like Kazuya especially just turns off when she gets rage. So it's really weird in that manner.
That is true. There are some characters where they just can't combo anymore.
I think it's really weird how Smash is a party game, and then it's got, like, in Street Fighter or in Guilty Gear or any game like that, if there's a meter, it's on screen, you see what it does, and there's a tutorial about it.
Yes.
In Smash Ultimate, I didn't know what teching was for 2 years.
Sure.
I just thought sometimes, like, you bounce off the stage, sometimes you don't.
It's a confusing concept.
Yeah. That, rage, there are other things like DI, SDI, all that stuff. There's no...
Yeah.
Like, what, are you going to look through the tips menu?
They can say it's not a competitive game all they want, but they wouldn't have included things like techable and untechable situations.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, it just always would do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, and then change the color if it's techable or untechable, all sorts of stuff. Like, there's deep mechanics in this game. It's just some of them are questionable.
This game is definitely, I think it might not have been focused on competitive aspects, but there was definitely thought put into it. what firmly cements that in my head is that one time they accidentally, nice game one, going to Pika. That was kind of, the entire game was like that.
Yeah.
Just a steady roll till Pika took that kill. The one update where We Fit got a bug that made her extremely good. I forget what it was, but I think it was the last buff. It was 13.00, and it was an accidental buff to side B, I think. And it made it one of the best tools in the game. The next day, they nerfed her. They, like, found out. They were watching Twitter.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
That's why it sucks that it took so long for us to realize how good Steve was. Because I think if they showed, like, Steve's Zero to Deaths or just, like, some of the block stuff that he does off ledge, if they had that on Twitter within, like, the first 2 weeks of this game, or of, you know, him being out, we wouldn't have been left to where we are.
Well, as far as I'm aware, Steve Labbers were purposefully withholding.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Withholding stuff. And they did that for Nintendo for patch reasons, and then they also did that for Steve ban reasons.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's no wonder why the conversation for Steve banning took place and ended before any of that stuff came out, really.
Yes.
And every single time someone adds something, it's like, all right, let's rethink the Steve ban. And everyone's like, what's the point?
Yeah. Everyone's like, it's too late. We already tried. It's an interesting, thought concept. I don't know the answers to it, but
yeah, I'm not sure either. Steve really has no answers.
Yeah. And I mean, I might think that Steve is just way better than the rest of the cast and breaks too many rules to really be a character I think should be allowed, I guess. But at the same time, most people think Steve's fine, and a lot of people don't even think he's the best character.
Really?
So, yeah, there's a lot of people out there who are like, Steve's probably like top 5. And to me, it's bonkers, but like because that discourse exists, like nobody was like, oh, Meta Knight in Brawl was like, he could be like top 5. Like everyone just agreed he was just the best by far.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think not much you can do about it, and that's fine.
So much of it depends on the place you're playing as well. If there's a Steve at the, as a TO or something like that, a lot of impartiality not impartiality, real bias. Bias, thank you.
Yeah, I got you.
A lot of that comes through.
When we talked about it in Central Virginia, or Virginia in general, we had Lealy in Virginia Beach as one of the head TOs, and we had, Frittata in Harrisonburg as like a main TO. And both of them just were incredibly loud with, we do not ban Steve. If you ban Steve, like, you shouldn't count for Central Virginia. And that was that.
That's what it is. That's how it happens.
Yeah.
I don't think we should ban Steve. I think you should play with 2 stocks. That'd be funny.
2 stocks, 2 blocks.
Exactly. I think you should be able to mine.
Yeah, no mining allowed.
He'd still be top 20.
Yeah, no, totally.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know the answers, but it is what it is at this point, and it's just...
Wait till Smash 6.
Wait till Smash 6 when they buff him more.
Exactly. I do like how in Brawl, Meta Knight was not gutted. In Smash 5, Bayonetta wasn't gutted either.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they don't punish players for playing a good character in the next game.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, 3 stocks to 1.
Yeah, this is looking pretty dominant. I'm confused about the Joker, I'm not going to lie. Especially knowing that J-Dash and apT play a lot. And apT forced Omega to switch off the Joker.
I do know that J-Dash was saying he can't beat apT. Just like that's one of the players he just cannot beat. So probably just trying everything right now, getting as much knowledge as possible. Smasher's app. I'm curious.
Well, this is Archy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just...
Yeah, no, Archy's playing Joker.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
This is actually, did I mark
That's
it
why
wrong?
I'm
No, I
confused.
didn't mark it wrong. I just saw Joker and just like was like, well, clearly it's J-Dash. I don't even know when I've seen Archy.
Why does this work? Do you see that?
Yeah, it's just the head, the jab.
I knew Meta Knights could two-frame, but and Roy's can two-frame, but I didn't know that. That one did. That's funny. Joker is very two-frameable, though.
I literally just like
Thought it was J-Dash.
I literally just saw Joker and was just like, well, it's J-Dash. Like,
Yeah, well, he was just on stage.
yeah.
Yeah, that one was pretty convincing
But
as well.
I also
APT
just
going up 2-0.
said goodbye to him. So
Yeah.
I think it's the heat. It is hot in here. They actually did fix the AC. They fixed the AC. $10,000. And it's just, I guess, summer. I don't know. So,
Yeah, and it's not even that hot outside. It's way hotter indoors.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think outside it's like 60 something.
No, I think 70 something. What I saw.
I don't have Wi-Fi inside. Unfortunate. Yeah. Okay. Here's the Young Link. I don't think Young Link wins either. I don't know why there's no Sora. That's what I'm confused by. Wow. That is a.
Does Sora just beat Pikachu?
I feel like you could get back to the stage.
Yeah, I could see that. But I mean, the longer you're off stage, the more prime you are to get down air. I'm not sure. These two players. Oh, no, I have the wrong players. apT versus Archy. These two players are 4-4.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Games 14 and 12 in favor of apT.
We don't have character data, right?
I mean,
The last two apT did win, though.
yes. Yeah, only a little bit of character data. The only character that we have written down that Archy has taken games off of was using Diddy Kong. But I'm sure there's a lot of missing character data there.
Yeah. The Young Link is, I think, probably Archy's. If it's either the Diddy, if it's not the Diddy, it's the Young Link. That's his best.
Yep.
Just skill-wise.
Those are the two like mains.
I remember when this game first came out, it was pretty like understood that Pika only lost to like. Okay, a lot of this was Esam just shouting into the wind, but
Sure.
apparently only losing to Ness and Game & Watch. I don't think that's the case, but if I think about it, I can't think of anyone that wins.
That beats Pikachu?
Yeah, because he just always has an answer.
I would say Steve.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I don't know how he breaks blocks, but
I mean, Pikachu could Tito over him, but still, I mean, Steve's going to hit you and combo Pikachu for 70%.
Steve even makes sense to me. Sonic? Does Sonic do well?
I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know the matchups enough for non-Diddy Kong characters.
Either way, this Archy, that is a crazy statement, but I understand it.
Yep.
This Young Link is doing a lot better than that Joker did.
Yeah. Keeping it pretty even. Still down about 50%, but making that up each of these strings.
One thing that I think is important against playing against Pikachu is Joker has to change his game plan severely against most matchups. Like, even though he's a really good player, even though he's a really good character, if he fights one low tier, he's going to have to drastically play different than another low tier. Young Link, that is not the case. His game plan most of the time just works.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
No.
What?
Was just a little bit too far forward.
Apparently. 108% though. Pika's weight though, this would be kill percent.
Yes. All right. 3 back airs.
Goes
oh my
way
God.
high. That's the second time he's done that. Good weight.
Last hit's not going to hit, so no tech situation.
Just runs half the stage. Really good patience with that shield. Not committing to anything. Archy knows he's got to take this stock before he gets too much on himself.
Yeah. There it is, dash attack. Gonna take it.
Hits above him.
Last stock.
It's like a normal Link's dash attack hitting platform.
Oh my God. The grab just a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Can't even punish dash attack.
Quite a slow grab, but still, that's insane. Whenever you think about Pikachu and the moves that are actually punishable, the only one that comes to mind is like dash attack. Not being able to grab is pretty severe.
That was another up B way in the air.
Yeah, he's doing some really good recovery routes right now, making it almost last stock here. Any trade here helps him. Not a combo. Back throw. Throws the
Ooh,
bomb.
it saves him.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm so used to watching Mastercore just bomb low recovery.
Yeah.
Looking for that F tilt.
This is anybody's game. Archie needs it to stay in this tournament.
Yeah. He needs like a nair. There it is.
Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, sour spot on that nair. I thought up air was coming out.
Just saved. So what looked like a pretty commanding lead. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
Whiff grab. Gonna be a 3-0 for apT.